farmer, friend, singer-songwriter, Lyal Strickland.
And that's farmer, friend, and jack of all trades, Chris Horn.
And we're those Tastebudguys. Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you've had a wonderful day. We have had a long day.
Yeah.
Same long day we've been having, I suppose. It feels like Groundhog Day, actually, but it's not. It's actually December 23rd. Happy birthday, Dad. What are we doing?
Chocolate stout. Okay.
All right. Let's hope.
This is one of those ones that, like, I will say this. These beers have not been overly sweet, which can be a good thing in this chocolate stout, or it can be absolutely terrible.
But we have been talking, they've been overly carbonated, it feels like.
I'm gonna give you a chance at this. You got 2 days. I don't think I've hit the camera once. Still got the 24th.
Oh, that was bad.
It's harder than you think. That's your practice run. That's your practice run.
Your deep breath right as I almost hit. He was like, oh, you son of a bitch.
No, here's the weird thing about these is some of them are very, they're not flat, but they're very lightly carbonated. And some of them are very over-carbonated.
Yeah, no, it's like some we've opened and it's like,
yeah.
I
don't think this one is. This looks like a...
God, this is dark.
It's like a brown ale color.
Dang it, I was wanting light.
Now,
dark.
I will say that I loved Boulevard's chocolate ale years ago. I haven't had one in a couple of years. So I'm a fan of chocolate beers, and this is about the color and consistency that I usually like them at, which is not too...
Nose is pretty nice, and it smells a little sweet. And it smells a little peppery. That'd be great if this had a little pepper note in it.
Tell me if that doesn't smell like a Foot Locker, like a shoe store. You don't get that? Or what's the, there's an old shoe store.
Payless?
Wasn't Payless. It was like a head of dog on it, I think, maybe. Well, I'll think of it.
I think of Payless.
No. The mascot was like a dog. It wasn't Red Wing, but it was one of those old brown something. Who knows?
Put in the comments down below if you guys have any clue what he's talking about. All right.
Okay, I would first off not call that a stout. that is stretching a porter. What? You
got floaties in yours?
I sure do.
I'm out. I don't know what that is, but it's chunky.
This is the floaties aren't moving.
It's probably just stuff off the bottom, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Hardened yeast, I imagine, but still, it's discerning.
I just think it's very thin.
Yeah, there's some in that too.
It's very thin for a stout. I would not even put this in. I wouldn't put it in a porter category. I wouldn't put it in a. It's almost like a brown ale, right?
Do you remember the Rinkuske beer?
Rinkuski,
yeah, the that one, that rocket fuel one.
Yeah,
that's what it reminds me of. It's like all the high end. No, I wouldn't even. The sour's not even the right word.
That was like a 16% beer.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it had this weird high end, boomy. But yet, so it went past like your normal alcohol flavor. It was like this next level.
Yeah.
And that's almost where this reminds me of. Like if you took a barrel aged beer, and you know how they get this really kind of slick upper
It's
alcohol
almost
note.
kind of like a barley wine.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's where I
think you hit that. Yeah, if you think of it in terms of that, it almost kind of does bring out a berry note to it.
well, if I've got to put any
Which kind of makes it drinkable.
tasting notes as far as food goes, I actually go back to that peppery note. There is a spicy kind of little peppery note that goes along with it.
I just think this is terribly mislabeled.
I actually kind of think that about almost every beer we've had.
If I ordered this as a stout, I would be sorely disappointed. No, I'm not saying the beer itself is bad per se. My God, if I ordered a chocolate stout and this came out, I would just be devastated.
I'm torn on this one. I'm not even sure if I like it or not like it. There's bits about it that I think is
There's lots of bits.
bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's parts that I think I do kind of like, but then also I really don't. I don't know. I'm very torn on this one.
I'm on the fence of it. When we started talking about barley wines, it kind of brought out a raisiny fruit flavor.
Raisin's a good quality, and the pepper
kind of makes me go, well, it's not that bad. But if I can't look at the can that says chocolate because there ain't
I know chocolate in that for nothing.
Yeah.
Unless it's chunky parts.
All right, one more day of these Advent beers, and then we get back to whiskey. Whiskey. Until then,
Whether it's the 2 glasses you ended up with.
oh wow, you really like this.
I really liked this.
The food you're eating,
Close you're wearing.
or the people you're meeting, grab a buddy and try something new.